You've probably seen many beautiful castles in your life. Today, we're talking about the 10 most haunted abandoned castles. And the number one is so horrifying that it might make it hard for you to sleep at night. All the stories of these castles are very strange and terrifying. So, let's take a closer look at these castles. Hello friends, you are watching World Discovery Eye. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for more informative videos. Number 10. Dalhousie Castle. The horror castle you are looking at has a history that is equally horrifying. An ancient and mysterious fortress in Scotland will make your heart race with its chilling stories. Dating back to the 13th century, this castle has witnessed a great deal of bloodshed and turmoil. Its fame lies not just in its beauty but in its terrifying legends. The horror stories associated with Dalhousie Castle often relate to its dark past. The castle is said to be haunted by souls who may still be trapped here due to unfinished business. One of the most famous tales is that of a lady ghost known as Lady Margaret. According to the legend, Lady Margaret was supposed to marry her husband here, but a tragic incident led to her untimely death. It is believed that her spirit still roams the castle, and visitors often report hearing her voice and sensing her presence at night. The castle also has an abandoned section that has been left to decay over the years, making it quite eerie. This abandoned part is filled with old jail cells and dungeons, places where torture and death once occurred. The crumbling walls and musty air create a chilling atmosphere. When you enter these abandoned dungeons, it feels as if someone is watching you. Some people claim that strange and inexplicable occurrences take place there at night. Dalhousie Castle's history of horror and its abandoned sections together create a complete spine-tingling experience. If you have an interest in ghost stories and haunted locations, Dalhousie Castle is definitely a must-visit. Number 9. Predjama Castle, a haunted fortress. This castle, located in the mountains, is not only unique but also very terrifying and abandoned. Predjama Castle in Slovenia, perched dramatically on a cliffside, is shrouded in eerie legends and dark history. Built into a natural cave, its imposing architecture and remote location add to its haunting reputation. The castle dates back to the 13th century and has been the site of numerous bloody events and untold stories. The most notorious tale associated with Predjama Castle is the legend of Erasm of Predjama, a knight known for his defiance against the authorities. Erasm, who was famously rebellious, took refuge in the castle when he was besieged by the Habsburgs. According to the legend, he was eventually betrayed by one of his own and killed in a brutal attack. His ghost is said to haunt the castle, with reports of strange noises and eerie apparitions linked to his tragic demise. The castle's most abandoned and chilling section is its labyrinthine network of tunnels and caves. These dark, claustrophobic spaces, once used for secretive escapes and storing supplies, are now eerie remnants of the past. Exploring these abandoned areas can be particularly unsettling, with reports of sudden drops in temperature, disembodied whispers, and a pervasive sense of being watched. Predjama Castle's combination of its haunted history and its abandoned, eerie tunnels makes it a must-visit for those fascinated by the supernatural and the macabre. Number 8. Astle of Good Hope, Echoes of the Past. The Castle of Good Hope in Cape Town, South Africa, is a 17th century fortress with a reputation for being one of the most haunted locations in the country. Built by the Dutch East India Company, this fortress has witnessed centuries of history, including warfare, imprisonment, and execution, contributing to its ghostly reputation. One of the most chilling stories associated with the Castle of Good Hope involves the spectral presence of Lady Janet, the wife of a former governor. Legend has it that she was thrown from a window of the castle during a feat of rage, and her ghost now haunts the premises. Visitors and staff have reported seeing her apparition wandering the hallways, particularly around the castle's old dungeons. The most abandoned and eerie part of the Castle of Good Hope is its old dungeons. These dark, oppressive cells once used for imprisoning and torturing inmates, now lie in disrepair. The atmosphere in these dungeons is heavy, and the cold, damp air is said to carry the lingering cries and whispers of past prisoners. Those who venture into these forsaken spaces often describe an unsettling feeling of being watched or followed, with occasional glimpses of shadowy figures. The combination of its dark history, haunted legends, and abandoned dungeons make the Castle of Good Hope a compelling destination for those intrigued by the supernatural and historical mysteries. Number 7. Bhangarh Fort. This fort is located in the state of Rajasthan, India, near the Alwar district. This fort is famous for its terrifying stories and remains completely abandoned to this day. Entering the fort after sunset is prohibited because people believe that spirits reside there. The most famous horror story of Bhangarh Fort is about a tantric, or a sorcerer, who lived there and fell in love with a royal princess, Ratnavati. To win her love, the sorcerer gave her a magical oil, but the princess realized his intentions and poured the oil onto a stone. The stone crushed the sorcerer, and before dying, he cursed the entire city of Bhangarh, saying that it would never rise again. To this day, people say that because of the sorcerer's curse, Bhangarh remains deserted, and supernatural forces rule the area. Number 6. Charleville Castle. What I'm about to tell you will astonish you. Charleville Castle is located in Offaly County, Ireland, and it is completely abandoned and filled with terrifying stories. This castle is famous for its Gothic architecture and supernatural events. Even today, the castle remains deserted, and passing by it at night becomes an eerie and frightening experience for people. The most ancient and horrifying story of Charleville Castle revolves around a little girl named Harriet. It is said that one day, Harriet was playing on the stairs of the castle when she fell and died. Since then, people say that Harriet's spirit roams the castle. Many have claimed to see Harriet's ghost near the stairs, filled with anger, and sometimes her laughter and crying can also be heard. People also say that strange noises can be heard at night within the castle, such as doors opening or closing, even though no one is actually there. Some have even felt as if someone touched them, though no one was present. The atmosphere inside the castle is so heavy and strange that it feels like something is hidden there, watching you, but you can't see it. Number 5. Houska Castle. Surrounded by jungle, this castle looks very beautiful, but in reality, it is very haunted. Houska Castle is located in a remote area of the Czech Republic, near Prague. This castle is famous for its strange stories and supernatural events. It is said that the castle was built over a deep pit, which is known as the Hell's Gate. People believe that this pit leads directly to hell, and strange and terrifying creatures emerge from it. The castle was originally constructed to seal this pit. It is said that during the construction, a prisoner was lowered into the pit to see what he could find. When he was brought back up, his face was pale with fear, and he died shortly after. Even today, Houska Castle is considered abandoned, and people avoid it at night due to fear. The inner walls of the castle are adorned with art that depicts terrifying scenes. Inside the castle, there is a secret room where an ancient chair has been kept for centuries. It is strictly forbidden for ordinary people to sit on this chair, as it is said that those who do so meet their demise. If you are enjoying this video, don't forget to like it. Number 4. Moosham Castle. The castle, considered the most abandoned in the world, harbors many secrets within its walls. Moosham Castle is located in the Salzburg region of Austria and is renowned for its dark and terrifying historical events. The castle was built in the 13th century and is also known as the Witches' Castle because it witnessed a dark chapter in the 17th century when women were accused of witchcraft and brutally executed. Even today, Moosham Castle is considered abandoned and is famous for its supernatural occurrences. It is said that women accused of witchcraft were imprisoned in the dungeons of Moosham Castle. These poor souls were killed through conspiracies and bizarre methods. The dungeons of the castle still emit strange cold drafts and eerie voices that can make a person's hair stand on end. Another terrifying event associated with Moosham Castle is from the 19th century, when a horrific hunt took place there, known as the Blood Count. Many people were slaughtered, and it is said that the spirits of those who died still haunt the castle. The few fortunate people who managed to escape unscathed reported that the air in the castle carried the scent of blood, and that they could hear the painful cries of those who were tortured to death. As a result, very few people dare to visit the castle, as even after leaving, they remain disturbed for a long time, and it takes time to recover. Number 3. Kelly's Castle. This castle is located near Batu Gajah in Perak, Malaysia. This castle was started by Scottish planter William Kelly Smith as a grand dream home, but it was never completed. After William's sudden death, the castle remained abandoned and has been deserted ever since. It is renowned for its unfinished structure and eerie stories that evoke fear and unease in those who visit. It is said that William's spirit still lingers in Kelly's Castle. Many people have reported seeing William in his room or near the unfinished tower where he intended to enjoy the view of his estate. It is also said that strange noises, such as footsteps or voices, can be heard inside the castle at night, though no one is actually present. The castle features a secret tunnel linked to the spirits of William and his daughter, as well as a woman. Visitors claim that approaching the tunnel evokes a chilling and malevolent atmosphere. Some also report hearing a child's laughter or cries in the hallways of the castle, which adds to the spine-chilling experience. The ambience of Kelly's Castle is so haunted and strange that even during the day, it can unsettle visitors, making them feel as though they are being watched. Number 2. Chillingham Castle. Chillingham is located in Northumberland County, England. It is renowned for its terrifying and ghostly stories and remains a historical landmark that continues to attract visitors. The castle is famous for its medieval history and paranormal activities. The horror story of Chillingham Castle suggests that it has been haunted since the 13th century. The castle contains a famously haunted room known as the torture chamber. During the medieval period, many people suffered greatly in this room, and it is said that their spirits still roam there. A well-known tale recounts that a young princess was subjected to brutal treatment and torture here. Her ghost is reportedly seen in the castle, and her cries can still be heard at night. Another chilling aspect of Chillingham Castle is linked to the Grey Lady, a ghost associated with a lady who died in the castle long ago. It is said that her spirit roams the castle at night, often manifesting in front of witnesses. The atmosphere of the castle is so eerie that people are reluctant to visit at night, and it is considered one of the most haunted places. The souls of those who were tortured there are said to still wander the castle, making it a genuinely haunted location. Number 1. Leap Castle. This castle is located in County Offaly, Ireland, and is renowned for its ghostly tales and haunted history. The castle is known for its ancient and dark past and remains abandoned today. Leap Castle is a prime example of medieval architecture, but its stories make it a truly eerie place. The horror story of Leap Castle dates back to the 15th century, when it was the site of violent and bloody events. The castle is famous for a haunted room, known as the Bloody Chapel. It is said that during a battle in this chapel, 2 members of a noble family were murdered. Since then, their spirits are believed to haunt the chapel, and people report hearing bleeding and mysterious sounds at night. Inside the castle, there is another notorious haunted area called the Death Trap Dungeon. This dungeon is a mysterious and ghastly maze where many people were allegedly killed. Visitors claim to experience strange cold spots and eerie whispers in the dungeon. Some have felt as if someone is walking behind them or touching them, but when they turn around, no one is there. Additional chilling details about Leap Castle include reports of hearing ghostly noises at night, such as footsteps or wedding music, with no one present. The atmosphere of the castle is so haunted that even during the day, visitors often feel a strange and unsettling presence. If you like the video and want to see part, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. See you soon with another new video. Goodbye and take care.